Hi everybody and welcome back to Caden's Corner. On today's episode, we are going to be talking about the latest NFL news and about some of the new rules that are going to be put into place for this upcoming 2021 NFL season. Without further ado, let's head to an intro! Our first subject for today is Sam Darnold, and to give you a little background knowledge, Sam Darnold was the third overall pick in the 2018 draft by the New York Jets, and after long talks and careful consideration, the New York Jets have decided that it'd be best for the franchise to trade Sam Darnold to the Carolina Panthers for a couple of draft picks in this year's and next year's NFL draft. Okay, our second subject is Ben Roethlisberger, and you also might know him as Big Ben. And during this offseason, Big Ben has signed a one-year contract with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but on this contract, he has taken a dock on his salary cap, and he has done this because due to COVID-19, no fans were allowed to come to games, so nobody could buy any tickets, and therefore nobody could visit the concession stands or buy any merchandise, which caused the NFL and every team in the NFL to lose a lot of the money that they'd usually be making. So with this dock in the salary cap, it allows the Steelers to have a couple extra $1 million to be able to spend on another player that they think is going to help them make the right combination to possibly win a Super Bowl in this upcoming season. Okay, up next is Ryan Fitzpatrick. And Ryan Fitzpatrick, as some of you might know, for about half the season last year, he backed up former Alabama quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. And he looked at Tua and knew to himself that he wasn't going to start in Miami. He was not going to be able to play there, and he didn't want to sit on the bench in Miami, so he decided during this offseason to sign a one-year contract with Washington, and it is in his hopes that he will start for Washington, because at this point, I think a lot of people know that he's not in it for the money. He doesn't need the money. He is just in it because he loves what he does, and he truly does think that he has the best job in the world, which a lot of people might agree with him. And he just really wants to enjoy the time that he has left in the NFL, because he is in the back end of his career. I would say no more than 5 years left in him, probably 2 or 3. He'll probably end up continuing playing, and he wants to play football. He doesn't want to sit on the bench, even if he's making the same amount of money. He wants to play football and be able to enjoy the time that he has left in the NFL. Okay, our fourth subject is a very highly anticipated one. After 15 seasons as the Saints All-Star quarterback and 20 years in the NFL, along with 5 Super Bowl appearances and 3 Super Bowl wins, along with, in 2010, a Super Bowl MVP, quarterback Drew Brees has decided to retire, and this might come to a shock to a lot of people, but Drew Brees has decided that he wants to spend more time with his family, and that he's done a phenomenal job in the NFL. He's truly left a mark that will stand forever in New Orleans and all across the NFL, and he's most likely going to be a Hall of Famer as soon as he becomes eligible to. And he's done a phenomenal job all those years, and I just want to congratulate him on a phenomenal career, and I hope he enjoys his retirement very, very much. He deserves it. He's done a phenomenal job in the NFL, and like I said before, you've left an amazing mark on not only New Orleans, but the whole NFL through all your on the field and off the field work. Okay, So for our next person we're going to be talking about is Russell Wilson. And after lots of talk, will Russell Wilson still stay in Seattle, or will he get traded? And if he stays in Seattle, will he sit on the bench, or will he be starting? No official word on that yet, but I will keep you posted if I find anything or hear anything on that. And up next, our final person we are going to be talking about for right now is Dak Prescott. And after a injury during the 2020 season, Dak Prescott has gone through his recovery. But will Dak Prescott start in 2021, or is Dak Prescott going to spend the 2021 season on the bench? No official word on that yet. That should be coming out soon, so I'll keep you guys posted, like on Russell Wilson. Okay, and now we are going to be talking about some changes made in the NFL. First, we're going to be talking about the extra game that has been added to the 2021 season. And this rule has been implemented for a purpose that the NFL during COVID, like I said when we talked about Ben Roethlisberger, has not had fans come to games and not bought tickets. Therefore, they were not able to spend money at concession stands or spend their money on merchandise. So the NFL did, like I said before, lose a lot of money. So with this, the NFL, along with all the money that they're getting from the regular season from tickets and concessions and merchandise and all that, they will also be earning another game's worth of money, which down the road, even though the players are not happy with it right now because it raises their chance of getting permanently injured and all of that, down the road, situations like Ben Roethlisberger's, he might be able to raise his salary cap back up to what it used to be after the NFL slowly recovers, and this extra game should, in the next couple years, help them to do that. Okay, up next, we're going to be talking about something that may have come as a surprise to a lot of people, but the NFL has decided to add an extra 2 teams to this year's playoffs. And this rule has been implemented, and it will continue for a while. It's not just this year. And this particular addition to the playoffs should cause a much crazier run in all of December and early January, and a crazy month of playoffs all through January, and the Super Bowl in February. It's going to be absolutely crazy, and I can't wait to see what happens, and I know you guys probably can't wait to see what happens either. It's going to be hectic, and it's going to be awesome. Okay. We are going to be heading up to Tampa Bay to talk about, can the Bucs go back-to-back? And as a lot of you know, the Bucs still do have Tom Brady on contract for this season. After that, they do not. And the Bucs, for the most part, have the same team that they did last year. And last year, they dominated towards the end of the year throughout the playoffs and the Super Bowl. So they certainly do have a chance at it, but no team has gone back-to-back since the 2003-2004 Patriots, and you got to remember who was the quarterback during that time for the Patriots, Tom Brady. So it is not totally impossible, but it's unlikely. And our final subject that we are going to be talking about today is, when will Tom Brady retire? This question is asked all the time, and I'm sure that you've heard it before, somebody either asking it or somebody answering it, and nobody knows. Tom Brady's always said that he's wanted to play to his mid-40s. I believe it's either 45 or 47. After this last year on contract with Tampa Bay, will Tom Brady retire is the question. It's going to be a tricky decision that he's going to have to sit down and think with himself and his family for what's best for them. Obviously, he doesn't need the money, but he does, just like Ryan Fitzpatrick, he enjoys what he does. He loves playing the sport of football. He enjoys it. That's why he's done it for so long. And he's already in his mid-40s, so we'll just have to see what happens. And he said multiple times that he thinks that he'll know when the time is right and when the fire has gone out. But as of right now, looking at last year's stats and the team that he was on last year, knowing that they won the Super Bowl, it looks to me like the fire's still burning and burning hot. Alright, without further ado, let's head to an outro. Thanks everyone so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and make sure to tune into my channel next week for my next video. It's going to be awesome, and I cannot wait for you guys to see it. Alright, bye everybody. Peace.